Sexless marriages, 3 things you need to do immediately for immediate results to bring life to your dead bedroom. I'm RyanCassMorrow, and years ago, guys, my wife told me I'm not attracted to you, I'm not into you anymore, and I'm settling. And I was pissed. I was angry because I thought I'd been doing everything right. I thought it was a great catch, and I'm sure you're there too. Now, 3 days after Catherine told me this, after screaming, yelling, swearing, I clicked. I realized, hey, if I wanted to fix my dead bedroom, I was gonna have to take the lead. And if your wife doesn't wanna have sex with you in your marriage, guys, if it's a sexless marriage, you're gonna have to assume, just like Catherine, your wife, she's not motivated to fix your sex life because she doesn't wanna have sex with you. That means it is up to you. That's why it's the man's job to fix it.
And that's when she wants you again and again and again, and it just gets so good.
Today, let's go through 3 things that you can do to start to turn your wife on for immediate results. Now, hint, guys, it's not blowing on her ear, it's not kissing on her neck. That shit doesn't matter if you don't do the rest correctly. Number 1, create a yes tone in your home. That means it's assumed you're having great sex. 2, become irresistible to your wife. Stop with what everybody else does. This, I have to become highly attractive. That's not enough. 3, how to push her must-have sex buttons. You need to learn this skill so she says, I need sex now. Number 1, how to create a yes tone in your home. Now, a lot of people follow my other social media and men get bent out of shape sometimes. When are you gonna tell us what works, dude? And this blows me away because you can't be worried about how to touch your wife or where to touch your wife if she doesn't want to be touched, man. Let this sink in. That means you have a no tone in your home. She doesn't want to be touched, no tone. Now, I used to have a definite F no tone in my home. What does that mean? That means absolutely not. And you have to stop with these auto turnoffs. Simply take the shorts, and if I say you're farting in front of your wife, stop. If I say you're stepping over stuffies, pick them up. If I say in a short, you act as though your wife owes you sex. Then act as though you have to earn it. Guys, it's not rocket science here. I'm throwing out tip after tip on each short, and they go viral with ease on TikTok, on Facebook. Well, unless Facebook shuts me down. And if you aren't ready to visit IHateMySexLife.com, get your wife to fall in love with you again quickly, be all over you, initiate want sex, hey, whatever. But at least subscribe to my channel. You need to flip these switches in your brain fast if you want your wife to sleep with you again. Does that make sense? What happens when we have a yes tone in our home? Simple. Your wife doesn't feel the pressure of having to do a job. Job sex sucks. Pity sex to shut you up. Check it off the to-do list, guys. And this means that you can move into the quality of sex that you're looking for. Second, it doesn't feel like she's your sex doll, your personal masturbation device. If she feels that, that's pressure to have sex, guys, and there is no room for horny there. Next, not just by being a roommate and making her feel like a co-parent. You're opening her up to being a partner. That's what she wanted. That's what you should want too. You gotta stop making her feel like you are another child. No wife is sleeping with her children, dude. And when you're her teammate, you'll start to watch her loosen up, relax more. And this is eventually what turns into the kind of atmosphere in your home that allows this sexual energy back in. Yes, that's what we want. So comment below if you have any ideas about how to get your wife feeling more of this yes tone. I love it when guys have great ideas. What can you do today to get your wife feel more relaxed and start changing the energy in your home? Number 2, become irresistible, not just attractive to your wife. In every good resource that I came across in my journey, and there is not a lot of them, this idea of becoming highly attractive to your wife again came up in all of them. Now, worth noting again that this was the first reason that Catherine gave me when she sat me down and I got pissed off when she rejected me for sex again. I'm not attracted to you. Number 1, okay? The problem I found is this. I didn't just want my wife to be only attracted to me again, highly attracted. I wanted her to find me irresistible. That means you're gonna have more sex, guys. That's why it's so important. I wanted Catherine to tell me to pull over so she could have me now. I wanted her to pull me into public washrooms again or rush me when the kids went to bed. Recently, we visited her hometown, and I like having a wife that says, hey, take me to my high school so we can do it there. I wanna pretend like we've been together since the beginning. That's hot. In order to get my sexless marriage back on track and to have mad passion in my marriage again, I knew that I had to step it up in comparison to these other good books that I had read or courses that I had taken. Gentlemen, you need to as well. You achieve this in a few ways, but these are equally important. Without one, you will more than likely only be attractive. And sure, we can have great sex when you're highly attractive to your wife, but I want you to want a lot more than that. You do too. This is, of course, assuming that you have the yes tone in your home. You must become a man highly valuable, and you cannot use jealousy, insecurity, or any negative emotions when you do this. This is taught with things like the red pill mentality, or by many alpha male programs, or toxic masculinity. Guys, think about it like this. How long can you expect a positive outcome if you use negative emotions to create the outcome you're looking for with your wife? Duh. If you're down that rabbit hole, guys, climb out immediately or call me and let's get you out of there. Now, you're showing up as a teammate. You have a lot on the go, and for you, when you're pushing her must-have sex buttons, which is coming up, you will be set. So how do we get a lot on the go? Simple. You've got to learn and grow as an individual. You should always be striving. The more skills you develop, the more opportunities you can create for yourself to stand out. Guys, in addition, these could turn into side hustles or taking your current business to a whole new level. The point is leadership. People hanging off your every word. Your wife will notice. You're becoming someone that she can brag about again. Let me explain. You need to create a new kind of example for yourself and for others that goes against almost every male in his marriage, yours included. You're not gonna just sit down and relax anymore. You're not just entitled to a break after a long day. In fact, you're like the man she met in the beginning. You know, the one that was going places, hence a highly valuable dude. Now, most men get caught up in achievements, their past ones, praise themselves for these past victories, and then they surround themselves with comfort, complacency, and, well, frankly, laziness. And then one day you realize, oh shit, my wife doesn't want me anymore. But that wasn't the goal, was it? No, you've been shown this by society. Man, in the beginning, you were exciting to talk about. When her friends asked her how she was glowing. Do you remember why? Because she had all these incredible things to say about you. Now, it's not exciting. It's kind of boring to talk about you. When she talks about you to her friend Cindy, she may as well be talking about Cindy's husband. You're both boring. You only have a wife, a job, and kids. Same as every other man. It's blah, and it doesn't make your wife horny. Been there. Once you begin to flip this, guys, you're not automatically turning your wife off, and you begin to start looking attractive again. By showing up more ambitious, following through on your new goals again, you begin to start looking more irresistible. And just wait until you start leading other men with these new skills you're acquiring. When she sees you in a grocery store lineup, talking to others, dude, it's exciting. There's something pretty powerful when you're at a party and everyone around you is hanging off your every word and your wife sees it. That's when your wife pulls you into the bathroom at the party because she is hot for you. Man, I love it when Catherine does this, especially when she tells me she loves being my woman and then solidifies it by the bathroom rendezvous, guys. Trust me, it's worth it. Stop being so lazy. Number 3, how to push your wife's must-have sex buttons. Okay, so you've got a yes tone in your home, and now you're becoming irresistible to your wife again. Before I tell you how to push her must-have sex buttons, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything as I publish new content. There's a lot that goes into pushing these buttons. What you need to understand first is this. You will never push your wife's must-have sex buttons if you can't get her out of mom mode. And no matter what, you need to get her into sexy ass woman mode. Here, I branch off from a lot of those limited resources again. It's time to push her I need sex now buttons. All right, it's important to understand, and I made this mistake many times while I was learning. There is no pushing buttons if you've not addressed points 1 and 2. So if you jumped ahead here to push her buttons, you're gonna have to go back and start there first. Now, there's really a whole big process that goes into this, but I wanna share some of the ways that you could begin with your wife today to liven your dead bedroom. There is a component to this that is like when you were back in the beginning when you were dating. Then there's a component that is what you should be doing with it right now that you are married. Now, it's more important the longer you've been married. You need to be a lover. This man makes his wife feel loved, valued, respected. Why is this important? Because this is stepping up the emotional connection that you should have started when you're implementing the yes tone in your home. That means that your wife is emotionally connecting to you. She needs it. You also need to be a married version of the player. You know, the guy that used to pick up the girls at the bar? Your wife needs to feel like a sexy ass woman. Now, some of the things that you need to do, you need to bring back our banter, Flirting. This means in person, over the phone, over text. Have fun, man. Use wit. Drop the I'm annoyed because I'm busy, and especially drop the I'm so tired of this. She ignores me. She doesn't reciprocate. Go where you want to go, dude. Don't sit in your pain. Sit in the place that you don't want to be. Then challenge yourself with things like squeezing her shoulder, whispering something in her ear dirty, or smacking her ass, man. And then don't initiate sex. This is something the lazy husband does. He gives her a quick rub. He squeezes her boob. He pokes her in the side. Guys, you do that stuff right before you want to make a move. That's not how you did it in the beginning. Go back to the beginning. Yes, you need to be best friends. Yes, you need to say I love you like you mean it. Don't say it like you're afraid and she's going to reject you when you say it. That tone sounds like you have a question to I love you. Get in a long kiss every day. Date your wife, man. There's so many kinds of dates that you are not using, but start with non-boring, the same old places, more than once every week or two, or worse, every month. Some of you guys are not even dating your wives. Date night should be at least once a week. And dude, handle it. Make the plans. Get the babysitter. Then don't talk about the kids or work if you can. Make sure she has a great time. Girls just want to have fun, man. They still sing at karaoke today. Comment below, guys, with some ideas that you have of your own to get the creative juices flowing, guys. Work together. We're dudes. Have fun with this. What are you going to try tomorrow to get your wife out of mom mode and into sexy ass woman mode? That woman needs sex, guys. Saving sexless marriages. That's what I do. There's a whole system. I've put a whole step-by-step program in place, and it's okay though if you'd rather just go a little slower like I did, put the pieces together, although back then there was no complete system like I've created for you. But if you are ready to dive right in and get your wife to want sex again, initiate sex again, reset the passion and the fire in your marriage too, visit IHateMySexLife.com and go get your wife.